Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
Good Wednesday morning. It is time for Class 2A quarterfinal here from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Along with Laura Leonard, I am Paul Yeager. We will sit courtside for you here today, Laura, and two teams that we've had a couple of games in 2A as Dike-New, Hartford, and Treynor set to do battle. These are two teams that know this court extremely well. However, it's dramatic. The uniform might be the same, but the players wearing them are different.
A few changes, but this program, both these programs, very familiar with being down here at the state tournament, understand what the atmosphere is all about, understand what's at stake. And so, yes, maybe the names have changed, but the tradition lives on in both of these programs.
Dike-New Hartford 23-0, one of three perfect teams in the tournament, and they are coached by Bruce Dahl. They knocked out West Hancock in the Region 6 regional final. They're making their fourth state tournament appearance, and they are ranked number 2 in Class 2A, where the Treynor Cardinals. Joe Chapman back with this squad. They are 20-4. They won Region 8 and knocked out Underwood to get here. They were the champions in 2A in 2019, and they are ranked 10th this year in the class. It is a different squad. I mean, you think of Treynor, Gail Hartman had some great squads here. Joe Chapman's kind of picked up where they've left off. But here's the biggest thing, Laura. Well, also one of the biggest things. We haven't even seen them yet. But these warm-up pants of Dike, we'll get into that. That's one of my favorite things is those blue stripe pants. These players, as we mentioned, are different. But so are the styles of these two offenses.
Yeah, I think that with Treynor, you're going to see a game. They're going to be deliberate. They want to keep the score low. And with Dike-New Hartford, they're going to get out. They're going to play a little more up-tempo. They're going to try to speed up the game. They're going to work it inside out, and we're going to see a lot of paint touches. It's going to be interesting to see. They're kind of contrasting styles, these two teams, and so it's going to be interesting, I think, in the first few minutes to see how it pans out.
We will look at the seeds for success for this ball game in a moment. You're watching the Girls State Tournament from Wells Fargo Arena. Dike and Treynor in a moment. Dike-New Hartford and the Treynor Cardinals.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
The Treynor Cardinals score 48 points a game. They give up 32, where Dike-New Hartford scores 60. They allow 26. That's the best in 2A, but for Treynor, they're going to have to do some other things today, Laura Leonard.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, you're going to see them do things differently, slow down, be a little bit more deliberate, and see if they can put the pace in their court.
And they're going to try to also keep Dike-New Hartford's got some very good power down low. So what do you do if you're a coach? You try to take that away.
Yeah, you keep them out on the perimeter. You want to make them win it from the perimeter. They're going to double and triple in the post and then make it tough for them to score down low. That's going to be the game plan. They're going to pack it in.
And for the Wolverines, what will be their keys?
Well, what they need to do is they want to speed it up. They want to push tempo. They want to get down the floor very quickly and score with quick hitters, getting the ball inside. And then they're going to have to adjust to the zone defenses. They're going to see a lot of different looks defensively. So once they get the ball into the front court, they're going to have to make those adjustments.
The word of the tournament is junk defenses. I mean, everybody uses this, what you would call a junk, because it's not a traditional maybe 2-3 or man-to-man defense. But you do it because it works.
Yeah, you do it because everybody's seen you. They got a lot of film on you, and so you got to maybe try to change a few things up here coming into the tournament.
Today's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. The starting lineups and the opening tip are just moments away.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
That guides me home. I got it. You're my favorite.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
The Iowa Bankers Association is proud to help students reach their goals both financially and educationally. That's why they are honored to provide 5 student athletes from this year's basketball tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Follow their Facebook page, facebook.com/Iowa Bankers, to see the winners. As Dike-New Hartford in I'll be in home whites and Treynor in the road reds. Get ready for their introductions, and it's part of the pageantry that we have here. We will also recap the starting lineups. We'll have the tip. We'll also have the national anthem. Fan of the game. As always, there is something for everyone here inside Wells Fargo Arena. We are so glad you've chosen to make us part of your Wednesday morning. Hopefully the basketball delivers as well as our coverage. Let's go across now to Rex Baker.
To today's 2021 Girls State Basketball quarterfinal matchup featuring the Treynor Cardinals and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Basketball fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Treynor High School and Dike-New Hartford High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Leah Reese, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Treynor, Jacob Barish. And from Dike-New Hartford, Connie and Joe Becker.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior, pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Basketball fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Treynor Cardinals. Number 1, Sadie Schaff. Number 14, Alexa Schwartz. Number 15, Casey Lang. Number 22, Josie Lewis. Number 23, Brooklyn Sedlak. Number 30, Allie Hauser. Number 32, Brooke Atterbury. Number 34, Mira Dreyer. Number 45, Ella Tarks. And number 50, Jaden Huseman. The assistant coaches for the Cardinals are Travis Castle, Justin Huseman, and Jenny Zadalis. And now, let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Number 3, Jaden Peterson. Number 5, Addie Sohn. Number 11, Camille Landfair. Number 15, Marin Bixby. Number 31, Whitney Waters. Number 35, Madeline Norton. Number 45, Taylor Haynes. Number 53, Abby Sohn. And number 55, Taya Curtis. The assistant coaches for the Wolverines are Matt Dove, Amber Geringer, and Ashley Beninga. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your starters for both teams. For the Cardinals, a 5'7" senior, number 2, Alyssa Keller. For the Wolverines, a 6' sophomore, number 13, Ellery Knock. For the Cardinals, a 5'5" senior, number 4, Mandy Stogdill. And for the Wolverines, a 5'3" junior, number 21, Taylor Kowali. For Treynor, a 5'11" senior, number 11, Anna Halverson. For Dike-New Hartford, a 5'11" senior, number 23, Paula Gonzalez. For the Cardinals, a 5'9" junior, number 12, Emma Flathers. For the Wolverines, a 5'10" freshman, number 25, Peyton Peterson. And for Treynor, a 5'8" sophomore, number 20, Clara Tegland. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 5'6" junior, number 33, Sophia Hoffman. Head coach for Treynor is Joe Chapman, and the head coach for Dike-New Hartford is Bruce Dahl. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table for the introduction of our officials as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Mr. Jeff Bermel, Mr. Steve Klein, and Mr. Ross Hemsley. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please join us and direct your attention to the flag as we honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem recorded by Mount Pleasant High School.
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Treynor in red, trimmed in white, gray numbers. Dike-New Hartford, white, with blue, trimmed in black. Wolverines on the front, Treynor on the front. We're ready to tip it off as you look at those starting lineups, and we're underway, and the opening tip goes to the Wolverines. Looks like a zone early already, Laura.
Yeah, 2-3 zone to start, and again, making them shoot from the perimeter, but you got to box out of that zone. You don't want to give them second opportunities.
Gonzalez misses the first, but the Wolverines get the rebound. They go back to work, now top of the key. That's Knock, back to Hoffman. Left for Kowali. Kicks it back out, three on the way, and good for Dike-New Hartford's Ellery Knock.
So a very patient possession by Dike-New Hartford, able to work the ball around, win a little inside, everything collapsed, kick it out for the perimeter shot.
And surprise, surprise, the Wolverines go to full court press.
Yeah, that's going to be a big part of their game. That's what they do.
Taglin drives to the hoop, and on the rebound there's a tie-up and a jump ball. It'll stay with Treynor on the alternating possession arrow. No score early on. Keller, now three in the corner, and good for Maddie Stockdill.
A good job of ball rotation, swinging it around. So 2 shots from the perimeter, and we're tied up.
Cross-court pass over the top of that zone, trying to get it down low to Peterson, who's been stuck down on that corner. Driving to score, trying to score is Knock. Her shot's off the mark.
Well, they're certainly going to keep an eye on Peterson down low, and they're going to look Dike-New Hartford's going to look for that lob over the top of the zone, but they're going to get some backside help. So I think they're going to have to loosen some things up from the perimeter before they can start putting the ball down in the paint.
Stogdill over to the right side. Taglin's three is good.
Again, a patient possession, working the ball, very deliberate of how they wanted to attack.
Drive to the rack, and scoring is Sophia Hoffman, the junior.
She's one of their more intense and fiery players, and had a little intent when she put the ball on the floor to take it to the rim.
As the coaches will tell you, if you're shooting the ball within 2 feet, you're going to have a pretty high percentage on your field goal. And right there, when you're laying it up, usually you make almost every single one of those, or you better.
you don't have a lot of scoring droughts when you're shooting from about 2 feet.
But sometimes the rims here can seem like they are 30 feet away. Three-pointer is dialed in, and I don't think Stogdill thinks they're very far. She's had back-to-back threes.
Well, she's had some experience. She was a starter on that state tournament team a couple of years ago.
Gonzalez has it. Now back into the corner for Paula. She drives, the Euro move, the runner won't go, so she's 0 for 2. Peterson the rebound, fouled on the putback. So Peyton Peterson will go to the line for a shooting opportunity, and you're like, Peterson, Dike-New Hartford, where have I heard that name before? It seems familiar. Now, here's the thing, Laura. I'd forgotten about that Coach Bobby Peterson, UNI volleyball, has 2 sets of twins, and this is the second set coming through.
This is the second set, and I think if I remember right, one of her older daughters plays for her. The other plays, I want to say at Texas or Baylor. I can't remember. Volleyball, not basketball, but on the volleyball end of things, which seems like it the way it should be.
Up ahead goes Treynor, still a 9-6 lead, and almost adding to it was Stogdill, but the long rebounds chased down by Koali.
You give Stogdill a little room. She is going to let it fly. She's got a good-looking jumper and not afraid to let it go.
3 rattles around from Knock, and the rebound not quite corralled, and it goes off of Treynor. It'll stay Dike-New Hartford basketball.
You could see as Peterson went up for that rebound, she's got really good, strong hands. She can go up and get it and just rip a ball. And
that'll again stay. And Coach Bruce Dahl told us last week, Laurie, says, she's got the greatest hands I've ever seen of a high school player, given she's a freshman. I go, what position would she play in football? He goes, tight end, just because of her hands.
Yeah, he said she can just go grab everything, and then when she gets it in her hand, she secures it. It's almost like she has glue on her hands.
Do they check for foreign substances in basketball
Not
like they
at
do
all.
in softball?
Not at all.
Cross the top to Stogdill. Now they go Keller. And it goes off the official. No, it's still. Hold on. So the official is in play. If the ball goes off of him while he's inbounds, it's still a live ball. If he's out of bounds, it's out of bounds. It's going to go over to Dike-New Hartford, I think.
And there was no whistle, and they could have continued to play. She kept it in bounds.
I thought I heard a short one. Then we looked at each other, and then the long one. But, yeah, you're right. It wasn't clear. From the corner, 3 just won't fall for Gonzalez, and she just gave that sigh of, oh, gosh, what do I have to do?
Yeah, how does that one not fall? Put the palms to the air and go, oh, why did that not go? They're going to continue. They're going to fall for her. She just has to continue to shoot.
The Wolverines came into town last night, had a chance to watch some of the 2A games last night, and Gonzalez, this is her first experience with the Iowa State basketball tournament. And she was amazed at how really exciting it was and how big of a deal as Taglin hits 2.
And Gonzalez, a great drive and off the glass. And Gonzalez, an exchange student from Spain, so has not had the experience. And there you go. You kind of get a look at the little European effect that you have, what everybody calls the Euro step. The officials called a travel. Gonzalez didn't think so.
So Gonzalez, a little frustrated. Bruce Dahl just calmly says timeout at the 3:19 mark, and it is a Treynor advantage right now. So as we look at the Treynor bench, and there's Bruce Dahl on the Dike-New Hartford bench, and Coach Dahl's been around for a while. He's done okay for himself. Coached at AGWSR, state title. Pretty good defense there, too, and this Dike-New Hartford team not too bad either.
No, they have a pretty good little track record, and I think one thing that's really impressive is they have not lost a home game since 2017, December of 2017. So they protect their home court, tough place to play, and they are able to do it when they go out on the road, and they do a pretty good job when they get down here to the well.
They haven't lost since on the floor last year here at the state tournament. They perfect 23-0. Treynor's come in here before perfect, but different squad of girls as we've talked about. Stogdill with it now. Back after an exchange with Taglin. They go inside and out, trying to find an open spot, and before the shot, we're going to have a foul on Gonzalez.
Yeah, they set up a nice little play where they got the back screen from Tegland to try to get Stogdill open, and they just fought through that screen, knocked her down, picked up the foul.
11-6, Treynor in the lead with 2:50 to play first quarter. High up on that zone extended. Driving and scoring is Clara Teglin.
Well, they put the ball on the floor. They're in attack mode. They're looking to go right at the bigs here, and they're having success.
The drive and the score as Hoffman says, all right, fine, I'll just cut the distance.
A couple of times she's done that. She's found the alleyway in that zone, the gap in the zone, and continues with the drive and gets it off the glass.
Treynor 3 passes and through the press. Up over top now in the corner. Stogdill with it. She has 6 points on back-to-back threes. She lights it up again. Short this time. Keller was there for a moment, but ripping it away is Hoffman. Hoffman loses the handle, and then she'll commit a foul. Not able to get in there cleanly to tie it up.
She just lost the handle early and was trying to scramble to get it back. And I think out of frustration, just reaches in and picks up the foul.
Kowali comes back in, and all substitutions today are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Up ahead, Treynor misses the shot, Gonzalez the rebound.
Did a good job of breaking the pressure and got a good look at it, but Peterson was back just defending the goal.
Knock. Here comes Gonzalez. She'll throw on the bottom side to Peterson. Ball rattles around, and Treynor gets the loose one.
Well, you're going to see that a lot from Dike-New Hartford. They just couldn't make the connection that time, and good defense to tip that ball away.
Teglin goes too tall, and it's going to go off of Treynor's. Let's see, that's Alexa Schwartz who had checked in at the last whistle. Treynor from southwest Iowa out of Potawatomi County, not too terribly far from Council Bluffs. I wouldn't say it's necessarily in the shadows of, but they're neighbors if you're trying to figure out your geography of where Treynor is. And Dike-New Hartford along Highway 20, west of Waterloo Cedar Falls.
Drive by there every time I go up to northern Iowa.
Kowali's shot is short, and grabbing it is Teglin. Well, that's Dike that you see. New Hartford is a little further off of 20, but you see the exit for them both. New Hartford, home of the United States Senator Charles Grassley. Three-pointer on the way. Clara Teglin, and she now has 10 on 2 of them by 3.
She's having quite a game, and from the perimeter, again, I think the patience on offense is paying off for Treynor.
Gonzalez drives. Spins down, lays it off the left side. Peterson couldn't tip it, but getting it for the Landfair put it up, and then it goes off of the Cardinals. So with 8.7 seconds, Dike-New Hartford can try to cut into this 8-point deficit. Wouldn't be the first time, Laura, we've seen a top seed struggle in the first quarter here at the state tournament. Kowali 3. Good!
forgot about her over in the corner, and it was a great pass along the baseline.
1 second. Shot won't get off as Keller just couldn't quite get rid of it in time. 16-11. Treynor on top after one.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Kowali, who hit the three at the end of the first quarter, touches it. Now Hoffman, just inside the three, flat shot, missed, rebound, ripped, put back up, is no good by Knock, and there is a foul on Treynor underneath the basket. Only their second team foul, and it comes at the 7:45 mark. Looks like it's Teglin.
And it looked like that time Treynor was really packing it in because they left Hoffman wide open.
Hoffman loses it for a moment. Kowali. Hoffman. Now it's Knock. Short. Kowali chases, tips it, but I think she had her foot on the line. Kowali, one of the only players who had significant time last year. One of the few players. Just when you trade 4 starters that got you to the state tournament, the Wolverines, as the three is launched, no good. The Wolverines didn't set team goals to start the year, Laura. They were like, we just need to see what this team can do. And after a couple of games, they figured out a little bit of identity, and it's what we're seeing in front of us now.
And then they just figured, you know what, we're just going to take it one game at a time. We're not going to set goals. Really, the only goal that they might have set was, let's try to increase that free throw percentage a little bit. They're shooting 58% from the line, so that is something, as we all know, free throws will win you ball games, and that was something that maybe if they're going to have really one goal, it was going to be that.
Halverson back over to Stogdill. Treynor very deliberate on these passes and patient right here. Coming out, here is Taglin. Treynor could hold the ball for a full minute on a possession, and they'd be just fine with that. And that's going to be a travel. So one thing about that, Laura, that strategy, that's one way to beat. It's like in football, you try to take the possession away, limit the opportunities for the other team. It's the same philosophy here in basketball.
Yeah, run the ball, get first downs, take time off the clock, and that's exactly what they're doing in the front court is passing the ball, looking for the good high-percentage shots.
Well, Kowali misses that one, and Knock was out of position for the rebound, but Halverson wasn't.
You know, one thing that has been effective right now for Treynor is they have not allowed them to get the ball in the paint to Peterson.
Coach Chapman kind of hinting that they might go with a couple of different defenders. Sandwich. Oh, nice pass left in the lane, and there for the rebound was Peterson. Let's see what the Wolverines can do here on offense. Fast break up ahead. The left-hand layup is good for Ellery Knock.
Talk about a nice pass. That was an amazing pass. Bounce pass across the court by Hoffman.
Tipped by Gonzalez. Kowali grabs a hold of it. That's team effort.
And that's what that pressure will do if you get yourselves along the baseline, sideline, or half-court line, they can trap you.
Koali back to Peterson, but right there in the middle of that pass was Stogdal. Up ahead with Keller. Left-hand shot is blocked, and I think it was Knock with the right hand.
Yeah, Knock, and she got back and thought about maybe taking a charge, but instead she uses those long arms, knocks that ball away, and a little emphasis at the end.
Actually, I don't think it was Knock at the end. I think it might have been Hoffman that came in.
You think so?
Watching that replay there. Treynor to inbound it. 5:13 to go before half. 16-13. Cardinals in the lead. Loose ball, Halverson. Or I'm sorry, that's Stogdal. That was Landfair as shot is tipped around Keller. Now back Stogdal. Cross-court pass is nearly broken up. Loose ball situation and a travel. There it just looked like Schwartz just got a little in front of herself.
Just a little bit undecided on what she wanted to do when she got into the paint.
Treynor yet to score in this quarter. Knock. Over to Landfair. Hoffman surveys. Still Peterson. She's got 2 red shirts on her everywhere she goes. Knock drives. 8-footer. Rattles no good. Peterson tipped it. She was the last to touch it, and it'll go the other way. Our officials today, Jeff Bermel, Steve Klein, and Ross Helmsley. Treynor breaks the pressure. 3 on the way, and off the right side of the iron for Stogdal. No, that was Schwartz with the shot. Knock. Loses it. Peterson collects. Go. Have a chance at a free throw. Not score on that play.
That's really the first time that she's gotten the ball in the block, and it was because it was a ball that was dribbled off the knee or blocked over to her, so it wasn't a traditional pass on the inside, but at least she got a touch.
Peterson hits the first. She now has 2. There's a look at Joe Chapman. Used to be a radiology tech and said, you know what, that schedule's kind of hard to do this coaching thing. How about I open up a food truck? The Cattle Drive food truck. His 2 best sandwiches, I'm not even going to mention what's all on them, Laura, because I think we'll both get hungry. But I love the names of them.
One was the Mooey Gooey.
The Mooey Gooey.
Yeah.
Gosh, that sounded good.
Well, we did talk to him right around lunchtime on Saturday, and after talking to him, I wanted to drive down and get a sandwich.
He said his parents help him in the truck. It's very basketball themed. He's got one called the state championship. You know, they won the title in 19. Loose ball out front. Stogdal, Koali grabs it. Has it tipped away, and Hoffman comes to the rescue.
That's great anticipation on defense on top.
Landfair misses. And again, some pressure. Timeout. Timeout, Treynor. So Treynor's opponents this year, Laura, 162 and 169. Now, Treynor lost 4 games. They were 8-4 against teams above 500, 12-0 against teams below, whereas the Wolverines, their opponents were 164 and 153. But you look at the opponents of Dike-New Hartford, and there's a couple of teams that are like, wait a minute, aren't they playing here at the state tournament? And that would be, well, they normally play Grundy Center, but they just didn't this year. A lot of schedules all messed up. But there was a game with Osage, who played in the state finals last year, that was on purpose to kind of try to beef up the schedule.
Well, both of these teams do play tough schedules, and they want to challenge themselves so they can make it back here to state. And Treynor, as you talked about their schedule, they lost to a couple of teams that are down here, Harlan and Glenwood. And so they have put some teams on the schedule that make them compete a little bit harder night in and night out.
Ball goes off of Koali, and she's trying to cause a little bit of some frustration. She'll go out, and Gonzalez will come back in with another IMTINS.com insurance. Substitutions are brought to you there by IMT Insurance all tournament long. Rebound, Wolverines. That was Knock. This is Hoffman. Kind of bunched up spacing here. Gonzalez kicks to the left side. I think Gonzalez is just kind of feeling a little bit of pressure. Got to see if she can get a high percentage shot, get her going. Timeout, Dike-New Hartford at the 2:31 mark. Treynor still holds a 2-point lead from the girls' tournament.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service. Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering.
Had a chance to ask Bruce Dahl earlier this week or late last week, what do you win when what happens? And he says, well, when we play intense defense, we're all gas, no brakes. You get the sense Dike-New Hartford might just be riding the brakes right now. They just seem a little tentative.
They are tentative, and I think it's because they can't get into their game plan that they like to run, getting the ball inside, and so they're having to rely on those outside and perimeter looks. They've been able to get a couple of dribble drives to get inside, but for the most part, everything has been on the perimeter. So credit this Treynor defense for getting them out of rhythm.
Cross-court pass. Gonzalez's shot is blocked. She tips it back into the arms of a Treynor player.
Tegland up for the challenge there. Got up and highest point, blocked that shot.
Tegland, a soccer player, but with leaps like that, you'd think she played volleyball.
A lot of volleyball influence on the court here today between these two teams.
Great three-point shot.
Third three-pointer for Stogdill.
Maddie Stogdill now with 9, all via the three. Hoffman drives, lays it high off the glass. No good. Peterson had it for a moment, but it was knocked away by Stogdill, who's doing it on both sides of the ball.
And it just seems like for Treynor, everybody's stepping up at a different time in this first half.
3 on the way, no good. Tegland and Peterson didn't let anybody near her for that.
Straight up and down, and there's where you kind of see a little volleyball influence. Straight up and down for that rebound.
3, connection made for Ellery Knock.
She's having herself quite a first half, and not just on the scoring side of things. She's rebounding well and playing some pretty good defense.
Right on the line. That's only a 2-point bucket there for Schwartz. Had that right toe on the black line.
Schwartz, a freshman, stepping up. Kind of a big stage for her right now, but didn't show any signs of nerves.
Gonzalez travels. Gonzalez, the foreign exchange student from Spain, wants to play basketball in college. She's going to play soccer, hopefully this spring, as the virus wanes a little bit. We should have our spring sports track starting this week for practice, and some of these athletes are fine that they're still in basketball, so they didn't have to go to track practice.
I'm with them.
Stogdill way out front, guarded by Cavalli. Cavalli daring her to get that pass back. Here comes a little front pressure with Knock, and it works. Peterson gets it. Now Hoffman will take the handoff. Final 15 seconds of the half. Treynor 21, Dike-New Hartford 17. Barring some strange circumstances, the Wolverines are going to trail here at half. This is a matter of by how much. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Got to get that shot off. They're not going to get a shot off. All of those passes and not anywhere close. 21-17. Treynor is going to take the halftime lead. And that is a coach's frustration among so many things. The play is designed for one player. They think that's the only one, but at some point you got to have clock awareness.
You have to understand time and situation, and the time was winding down. They just needed to find somebody to get a shot off.
Dike-New Hartford wins the quarter 6-5, but still trail the game 21-17. We will recap, look at some first-half statistics, and give a little bit of an analysis. And we also have a conversation coming up with our title sponsor. Back in a moment here from the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Treynor shooting 8 of 21 for 38%. The Wolverines 6 of 23, 26%. Laura Leonard, Paul Yeager here quick. Rebounds very similar. First half impressions, Laura, if you look at the stats.
Everything is fairly even, and we have a fairly close score. I think, and we kind of talked during the break, that Dike-New Hartford's playing a little tentative. They are not as aggressive as we normally have seen them. They aren't in an attack mode. They haven't been able to get the running game going, and I think that has thrown them for a little bit of a loop. They're going to have to make some adjustments.
Claire Teglin, 10 points for Treynor, 8 for Ellery Knock, 3 for Taylor Kowali. Let's now have a conversation with the title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here is Tom Florian.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. But we recognize the pandemic. It has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. More than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students or academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories and keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat, trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa raised meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet, nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops, and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Kids love the hoodies, don't they, Laura Leonard?
They do, and that merchandise looks pretty cool. I might have to jump on there.
That gray one with a pink on there. You're in the purple-pink family, and I had the pink BJ Mayer shoes out today to wear, and I changed my mind. I chickened out at the last minute. I just couldn't do it.
No, we might have to break out our pink shoes that we wear for softball.
That's right.
Might have to break those out.
Maybe tomorrow we'll have to do that. Thanks to Jason Esslinger and the Girls Athletic Union here for keeping us updated on what's happening. Let's take a look at some of those statistics. 21-17, Treynor with the lead at the break. We talk about shooting from the field. 6 of 23, 26% is a pretty tough hill to climb. But eventually those shots are going to fall if you're Dike-New Hartford. At least that's your hope. But for Treynor, 5 of 17 from 3, 41%. Turnovers pretty even. Rebounds pretty even. But just favors Treynor by that much, Laura. What else stands out to you?
No, it's been a clean played ball game. Turnovers are very much to a minimum. Second chance points, pretty even. It is just an even game, and I think a big part of that is that Dike-New Hartford has not adjusted to the defense that they're seeing. They've got to figure out something to get them going into the motor and the pace that they like to play. But Treynor, I think, has had a really nice game plan so far here, and see if they make any adjustments in the second half.
Well, Coach Chapman told us, he says, we have to make sure that Peterson doesn't beat us. And so far, Peyton Peterson has 2 points. So that part of their defensive plan, I don't think you waver from that. So how do you get the ball to Peterson if you're Coach Bruce Dahl?
Well, you look at that, only one shot, and the one shot that she got was the ball was tipped, and it came to her, and she was able to get the shot off. So I think you got to have a little quicker ball rotation. She needs to move a little bit more off of the block, try to get some front position, get big, use those strong hands to secure the ball when it comes into the middle and go up strong.
Well, the tempo, the pace, the cutting. Coach Dahl did tell us one other thing that was interesting. He says, you can't really run set offenses, set plays because the other team scouts you so well. Here's the thing. The Treynor staff, they also coach they coach other sports. They understand film study. You watch everything, any game you can that think will help you. And so far, it looks like they have watched a lot and figured out some key parts as we start half number 2.
Well, you know what the opponent's strength is, and you don't want to let that strength beat you. Great read and great jump of the passing lane by Knock.
She gets the first turnover of the second half. They swing it over. Knock. She drives, and then she's tied up immediately, and she kind of had that ball out wide. And quick hands of Treynor, they've tied up a lot of those opportunities.
When you make that spin move, you really have to rip that ball through because you know another defender is coming on the backside.
Hoffman with it. That's Gonzalez who's yet to score. Back to Paula. The 3. Good. Maybe that'll get her going.
I think she heard you. I think she heard you say, hey, she hasn't scored yet, and they finally got her the ball, and she relaxed and knocked one down.
See, the announcer jinx works many different ways.
That wasn't a jinx. That was in her favor.
It was. Well, unless you're cheering for Treynor,
well,
then you're like, I broke that. It's like, shh, don't mention that. She's silent. Gonzalez averages 9 points. Hoffman 8. Knock 11, Peterson 14. Everybody well below their averages. The underhand lane shot is no good by Stogdal, who herself, Mandy, averages 11 points, and picking up the foul on that play was Anna Halverson, a senior. She also plays volleyball. She is that inside defensive enforcer. It's been working so far.
Yeah, she certainly has done a great job. She's strong down low. Peterson calling for the ball. And right there, Halverson left her, and that left Peterson open, and you could see her on her tiptoes calling for the ball. I'm open, finally open, get me the ball, and they did.
So there's one thing on the defensive side is we have the and one coming here for Peterson. You can push a player. If you can get him below that block to the baseline, you've probably done your job defensively. There she was basically at the block, and just 1 foot made all the difference.
Yeah, you just have to know where positioning is. And
Timeout, Treynor, and Dike-New Hartford has their first lead of the game now at 23-21 on that three-point play of the field goal followed by the free throw. So Treynor looks a little different, but do you notice anything different by what Dike-New Hartford's done?
They've been able to get the ball inside. Their movement is a little bit better, a little bit more free. They aren't as tentative, and I think because of that, they're moving better to find the open spot.
So there are two phrases that you could say usually are uttered in halftime locker rooms here at the state tournament. It's either relax or focus. Wake up, girls,
right.
Or relax.
Right. And I think you might have heard both from both locker rooms.
And maybe in the same speech, just two different parts of it. 6:32 to play. Dike-New Hartford 23, Treynor 21. Maddie Stogdell, who had 3 3-pointers in the first half, gets rid of it, and now that's Emma Flathers. They go high-low to Keller. Kick it back out. Stogdell drives, cuts the distance, and gets the shooter's touch to go.
Little smile on her face. She was holding her breath as she shot that floater and got all parts of the rim before it fell.
Guess who's open underneath? Gonzalez, the reverse layup. Boy, if that doesn't give you confidence, I don't know what will.
Boy, that was a great lead pass as well from Hoffman.
Hoffman nearly stole it on the pressure. They got numbers. They kick to the corner. 3 on the way. No! Taglin's shot goes long. Weak side rebound. Wolverines. Here comes Cavalli. Guess what? They go down low to Peterson. Bangs it in for 2 more. Peterson's erupted. She now has 7.
So she has 2 more touches than what she had all the entire first half. So definitely an adjustment by the Wolverines.
Trap right here in front of us at midcourt, but coming forward is Stogdell, and she'll set it back up. Wolverines defense here. Kowali gets beat, but gets back. Loose ball, who got her hand in it, but Gonzalez. Sometimes defense can help you too. Up ahead, Hoffman, right side, lost it. It was going to be an awkward shot anyway because it kind of hit her right in the middle of the basket. Couldn't really get to the left or right side.
Well, pushing tempo, and that's fine, and I think they are okay with that turnover because they did get the steal. And that's the defense intensity has certainly picked up here to start the third quarter.
Schwartz for Halverson, and that was another IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Stogdell leaves the dish for Keller, who hangs out in the lane. Then the 3. Top of the key shot is short by Schwartz. Gonzalez, the rebound. Peterson's there. Flash the hand, but the Wolverines settle to walk it up. They go Peterson, who flashes. She misses the shot and then commits the foul on the rebound as Taglin got in position, better position.
And more movement out of Peterson, going from block to middle over to the other block, and they're finding her.
27-23, Wolverines lead the Cardinals, so that's Dike-New Hartford in front of Treynor. Here in the third quarter. Last night, number 1 seeded Maquoketa Valley never led in the first half, but came out and survived, beating Rock Valley. Here tonight, the Wolverines, the 2 seed, trailed the whole first half. And now they lead here in the third quarter. Into the corner for Stogdell. Go back to Taglin. Loses it, grabs it back, hard off the glass, goes right between Peterson's legs, but with arms like that, she could grab it if it gets away from her. Back to Gonzalez, now swung over. Hoffman, Peterson flashes. Hoffman cuts it 15-footer, no good. Rebound to Keller. Now she's going to be trapped. This is going to be tough if Treynor doesn't hustle. They're already about 5. They do get it across in time. Good high flash, but Peterson just beat Stogdell to the basketball. Kind of like she read her eyes.
Yeah, it telegraphed the entire way, and Peterson was able to jump.
Knock drives it underneath the basket, says if Gonzalez can do it, so can I.
They didn't cut off the baseline, and Hoffman's going to pick up a foul. They're just extending that pressure, and you look out there and you have Hoffman, you have Landfair, and then on the bench right now is Kowali, but Coach calls them part of their three-headed monster defensively up top when they rotate them in there, and said they just make the opponent a little bit nervous up top.
You were reading the same note I was about to say. That is exactly what it was, as it's a timeout. Joe Chapman, 3:01. Treynor down by 6 here in the third quarter.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Social distancing in full effect here at the tournament. Masks are required, and for us too, Lauren Leonard and I, we will have the 5A, 2A, and 1A championships on Iowa PBS this week. Friday night we'll work together at 7, and then you and BJ Shaban will do 3A, then 4A, I believe, and then we'll have 2A, 1A on Saturday.
Full day. So just on Friday night, just plan to sit down in front of your TV or computer and watch the games, and then wake up the next morning and get ready to watch a lot of great basketball.
Well, could be one of these two teams in that final. And Treynor was there in 2019. Dike-New Hartford looking to get it. Gonzalez steps in front of the pass. She's going to take it. She traveled. She's probably lucky it wasn't that could have been one of those out-of-control charges.
Right, and just a few too many steps, and she's shaking her head, but she did. She took that extra sec because she saw the defense getting there into position.
Well, Treynor has just been extremely quick in getting back, and so is Dike-New Hartford. This is just good to see good athletes just get up and down the floor. Lost the handle on the ground. Hoffman has an arm. She was trying to hold off Keller. They were kind of, looked like they had their arms linked to go do-si-do in PE class for the square dancing unit. It'll be a jump ball, alternating possession arrow, keeps it with Treynor.
Do they still teach that?
I'm not sure. I'd have to ask. And maybe it was a rural school thing like I went to. I don't know about the big schools if they do it. Three-pointer launched. That didn't even touch the net for Teglin.
Yeah, Teglin, finally, she had a pretty good first half and felt pretty comfortable about shooting the basketball. A little tough shooting luck to start here, but looked good on that one, knocking it home.
She's got 3 threes now. Back door as that pass was telegraphed for knock as Teglin did it. You know, Teglin's a sophomore, plays soccer. She's got that maturity. Last year, that freshman year can be a big adjustment for players sometimes.
Well, she started as a freshman, and so just being able to learn the ropes last year and being able to work hard over the summer and mature and understand the game a little bit better is very helpful.
Knox steals it. She makes up for the basket that was, or that shot before that was really tough.
That was part of that three-headed monster Landfair right there to get the steal, and bounces over to Knock.
Oh, Schwartz picks up her dribble, and Hoffman's all over. Kowali just couldn't quite jump it on the pass. In and out, tipped away Kowali. This time she gets it, throws it to Knock. Hoffman drives, kicks. Kowali for 3. No! Looked good, just was off the mark, and it'll be a foul on Dike-New Hartford. And it is going to be charged to Camille Landfair. The sophomore picks up her first. I wonder if I have PE teachers that are sending me messages now if we still teach square dancing.
I'm sure we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. Nearly tipped away. And a travel. So, Laura, one of the things that Coach Dahl told us last week, he says, hey, if we can speed up the tempo and get Treynor out of their patient offense, do you think they've done that here in the second half?
I think they have to a level. Not, I think, to the level they would like to, but they have started to speed it up.
Gonzalez is in the lane. She was trying to lead it for Peterson, but there are a whole lot of bodies there.
Yeah, and I think there were 5 red jerseys all packed down there in the paint.
Just kick that one back out. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Dike-New Hartford 31, Treynor 26. Keller, you hear don't let 4 and 20 have a shot from the Dike-New Hartford bench. It's probably a good strategy. Stogdal, she's 20. Pass stolen away, Gonzalez, 27 seconds, 3-0. Gonzalez with the left side, but uses the right hand, 2 more for Paula. Up ahead, 15 seconds, turnover. So now I'll ask you that exact same question. Now does it seem Treynor's a little bit out of pushed up tempo?
They are, and they were trying to push it down the floor in a hurry to get that last shot, so now it's just kind of a double dose. They gave up the turnover, the easy bucket, now another turnover, and it could be a little 4-0 or 5-0 run.
Kowali drives, stolen away. Great play by Stogdal. 1 second shot. Good if it goes! Off the mark and oh so close for Keller. We've played 3. Dike-New Hartford 33, Treynor 26.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
It guides me. I got it.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Along with Laura Leonard, I'm Paul Yeager, Class 2A, quarterfinal. Dike-New Hartford in the lead, 33-26. They erase a 4-point deficit and go on a 16-5 third quarter, but they turn the ball over on their first possession of the final frame. How do you think Dike-New Hartford did that there, Laura? What was the best thing they did in that third quarter?
Defense. They came out and they played with more of a purpose on defense. Were able to turn Treynor over and able to score off of those turnovers.
So now we have a foul out front. We were fairly foul-free in that quarter. I guess there were 3. That's now 4 as Kowali picks up the foul. Sometimes at the state tournament, you let them play, and that takes some teams an adjustment. Both of these coaches would know and can drill that into their players and say, hey, this could be physical. You just have to go. Stogdal with the runner, no good. 3 white jerseys are going to lose this rebound, but finally Peterson is tied up. Possession arrow that alternates will keep it with Treynor.
Great battle down low. Neither side giving up on that loose ball.
So Dike-New Hartford improved their shooting about 9 points in the third quarter to get it up to 37%. That would help you.
Well, more efficient and more paint touches, higher percentage shots and looks.
3 on the way, no for Stogdal. Rebound, we're going to have this one tied up. It was Kowali, and I couldn't see if that was Stogdal that had grabbed in on it, but Kowali. She's a small player, but plays intense defense, and she said, and coach says she makes ball handlers nervous. I'd agree with that.
I would agree. I mean, she gets out there and she challenges the ball handler.
4 red jerseys, and somehow both the bucket, the rebound, the putback, and the foul all go the Wolverines' way.
Weak side rebounding as Peterson crashes from the opposite side of the floor. And I think Emma Flathers is going to pick up that foul.
She now has 2 fouls. Peterson, the and 1, misses. So Peterson will stay at 9 points. She's a freshman. Her sister Jaden also on the team. Have only seen Jaden for a couple of minutes in this game so far. Peyton did not start the year as a starter. Came in early on and hasn't looked back. 3, corner. Good for Treynor's Emma Flathers. Her first points of the game are via the 3.
Those are the kinds of sets that Treynor needs to have. The patient, work the ball around, find the open shooter.
Gonzalez drives, lets the floater, no good. Peterson there, but Taglin had better weak side possession.
This defense, 2-3, but extended out, pushing Treynor out onto the floor, not allowing them to get anything inside.
Nice drive, kick back out, 3, front end no good for Flathers.
That was a good drive and dish, though. That was a good look.
Hoffman travels.
She tried to go in against Stogdill and tried to split a couple of defenders and just shuffled the feet as she was trying to make her move.
Look at on the screen right now. There are 4 white jerseys within the middle half section of the court. 3 is no good, and almost getting a rebound, and does is Taglin. What a shot, no good.
Great effort by Taglin. Following the shot, knowing it was coming off the rim, followed it like all good shooters should do. Got a second opportunity.
Into Peterson, back out, touched around Gonzalez. Kowali. Approaching 5 minutes. Wolverines 6-point lead. Ball fake. They're looking for Peterson. Flash back out Kowali. Clears out. Kick out. It's going to be a 3-second. Or did it just go out of bounds? I was blocked by the official there. I didn't see if it was a 3 or if it was.
I thought one official called 3 second. I thought the other called the baseline. So
okay.
One or the other, it's a turnover.
17 turnovers for Treynor, 13 for Dike-New Hartford at this point of the ball game. Taglin with 13, drives, forces it, and turns it over. Into the game, Anna Halverson, an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Timeout on the floor. 4:33 to play. Dike-New Hartford leads by 6.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Coach Joe Chapman told us last week, Lori, says, at the state tournament, it's energy, it's runs, it's mentally, taxing to stay in the moment. So that's what makes him nervous. Do you think his girls have maybe got caught up in the moment a little bit?
I don't think they have. I just think that they came out and they had a great game plan. They had a really nice first half. I just think that Dike-New Hartford has made some adjustments that has thrown them off balance.
And you had pointed out in the break when we were talking, it was about turnovers.
Yeah, in the first half, Treynor only had 7 turnovers, and they have 18 now. So
11 here in
11,
this second half. That's a big difference.
And that's due to the increased pressure.
Hoffman back with it. Now Gonzalez. Little different defense now from Treynor. They're not playing out here out front.
and they're going to back it out and make them come out of that zone. They're going to hold it, and I know a lot of people don't like this strategy, but if you're not going to come out and challenge the team, you got to make them play basketball.
And here comes Stogdill. She says, all right, fine. Gonzalez sets the feet. She hits the three. Paula Gonzalez now with 10.
So sitting back, kind of flat-footed in that zone, allowing the Wolverines to pass the ball around, and when they come out and attack, they find Gonzalez wide open.
Another hand in every passing lane. There's also been Dike-New Hartford's done what Treynor did in the first half, Laura. They've gotten their hands in a lot of passing lanes.
And that's just moving your feet, anticipating, getting out in the passing lane.
Timeout as Hoffman had it. He calls timeout. And it's a 30-second variety as the Wolverines now down to 2 timeouts. Treynor with just 1. 3:34 to play. The winner of this game will play on Friday at noon against the winner of West Branch Grundy Center, which is set to tip at noon today, which you can watch on the digital network, which is powered by Mid-American Energy. West Branch, the 3 seed, Grundy Center, the 6. Both of those teams have been here recently. West Branch last year. Grundy Center had a really good run there, but you look at the names of that roster, Laura, a lot of different names. Same coach, but hey, they're back at the state tournament, just like they used to do. The long 3 goes off the hands of the Wolverines. It'll be back to Treynor.
But you talk about tradition and winning programs, and yes, the names change, the coach stays the same, and the tradition stays the same. When you get into a program and they're winning, the younger kids coming up want to be a part of it.
Hoffman to knock for 2. Now Dike-New Hartford feeling a little bit better about things, up by 11 as we approach 3 minutes.
Well, one of the things that they talked about and we talked about, and as far as the keys and seeds to success in this ballgame, they wanted to keep this game in the 30s and 40s, and they did for a good chunk of it. But now Dike-New Hartford is right at that 40-point mark.
Some coaches will tell you the first one to 40 at state wins. Dike-New Hartford reached it first. Loose ball, great hustle by Stogdill, but Wolverines get it back. Hoffman uses the screen to Peterson, misses the shot, and Clara Teglin there, and then a foul on Hoffman. Stepped in front of Teglin's progress there.
You could see as Hoffman was trying to slide over and take the charge, just did not get the feet set, and the official said, you got up under her, you got to give her some room, and she did not give her that room.
Wolverines still in some pressure. 3-quarter variety there. Nice pass, 3, catch and shoot and score. Maddie Stogdill now with 14, 4 threes.
Really hasn't had a chance to touch the ball a lot. They have not been able to get her the ball. She had several three-pointers in the first half, but they've limited her touches.
Ball goes out of bounds at the scorer's table on the opposite end of the court. So then we got to cycle the ball out. It's part of the precautions this year. We have a whistle. Before Hoffman could get rid of it, she's fouled, and Clara Teglin. I said to Joe Chapman, he started talking about these soccer players. Some of his best players are soccer players. Teglin's one of them. I said, you got to go park that food truck at a soccer tournament and start recruiting that way. And he says, well, that's not a bad idea. But there is something about those, again, multi-sport athletes, but soccer players in basketball, there's spacing, there's gritty, there's some other qualities that line up.
Said they kind of play with a little chip on their shoulder. They don't like to lose. I mean, nobody likes to lose, but I think maybe soccer players have a little bit different idea about things.
Teglin on the breakout after the steal with 15. Treynor not going away. Back within 6 with 1:44. Peterson beat to the ball. Oh, and it's going to go off Peterson and out of bounds. Stogdill stepped in front of that one.
Well, just as you said that Dike-New Hartford feeling a little bit more comfortable about things, Treynor has turned up the pressure.
And we're going to have a foul.
A push-off on Tegland.
Right in front of the official who just called the out-of-bounds play. So Tegland now with her third. 140, Wolverines get it back. Struggle to get it in, Kowali does. And stolen away by Stockdale, lays it up for two. And Treynor is within 4.
Stockdale did not give up on it, and there's another one.
And that's going to be a turnover. Oh, she slid on the knees the whole way. Treynor. Here's Keller. What a turn of events. Minute 16 to play. Within 4 are the Cardinals.
They don't need to force anything. They have time here.
Stolen away by Dike-New Hartford's Halverson. Anna Halverson. Hoffman before she can get to midcourt. Timeout. Dike-New Hartford. 1 minute to play. Hey, if you've got friends not watching, text them. Tell them the final minute on the digital network in a moment.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Pretty soon, Laura, we've got to pick the Casey's player of the game, and right now, if you're Treynor, you're looking at Maddie Stockdale. Clara Tegland's been big, both of them 16 and 15. Sophia Hoffman's had a pretty good game for Dike-New Hartford. Paula Gonzalez a good second half, but really right now it looks like Ellery Knock. But, hey, we still have a minute to play.
Yeah, anything can happen in this last minute, and Treynor has certainly made the big comeback down the stretch.
Dike-New Hartford gets it in, and then a foul on the inbounds pass, and that's Tegland's 4th. Right in front. We've had a whole lot of action right over there.
Yeah, right in front of the scorers table, and Hoffman going to the line, 68% free throw shooter.
Joe Chapman, they got a little more magic left in that Diet Mountain Dew that sits to the side, hoping to sprinkle some of that on this squad. Hoffman pushes it. I think she thought she may have missed it. She started chasing after that shot.
Lucky that she didn't step over the line.
Right. Hoffman hits the first and the second. 42-36, still a minute to play. Clock running. Here comes Tegland.
You got to work quickly now to get a good shot. You can take a 2 or a 3 here.
You're looking for 4 or 20, so that's Stockdale or Tegland. They've had the hot hands. Kowali knocks it away. Hoffman collects. 2-on-2. Kowali pulls it out. Peterson collects, shakes off the defender, and scores her 11th point of the game.
Yeah, it's a defense that has stepped up big in the last couple of possessions.
Back to 8. Push off. Falling, banking, missing is the shot. Peterson, the rebound, 20 seconds. Now the fouling will keep going. But this ball game now looks like it's back headed as a win for Dike-New Hartford with 17.4 seconds to go and a lead of 8.
And credit Treynor for making that comeback and that little bit of run late in the fourth quarter to get it close and give themselves an opportunity.
All the teams as the free throw is missed, and rebound Treynor. Keller drives on Peterson or on Gonzalez. Rebound put back up, no good by Flathers. Peterson grabs it for Dike-New Hartford, and that's how this one's going to end. 44-36, Wolverines will say escape the opening ball game. They win the fourth quarter 11-10 and the game by 8. It was a Treynor lead at half, a great third quarter, for the Wolverines, put them in position to win.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Joe Chapman and the Cardinals from Treynor on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Abby Sohn will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Wolverine fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play the winner of the Grundy Center and West Branch game, which is our next game this afternoon.
So, as we look at the state of Iowa and the two teams, they were lit up there in the white lights. Dike-New Hartford, their light will stay lit. Treynor extinguished. With the loss here, 44-36. Laura Leonard, time to pick the Casey's player of the game. For Dike-New Hartford, you've got some great nominees. Peyton Peterson, a big second half. Same with Paula Gonzalez. Sophia Hoffman kept them all interested, or kept them in this game, ran the point pretty well. But Ellery Knock, the sophomore, with a huge game.
I think from wire to wire, she had the most complete game for Dike-New Hartford, and 14 points, 6 rebounds. But you're right, Peyton Peterson came on in the second half, closes out with a double-double.
So the Wolverines live to play another day, improve to 24-0. Treynor falls to 20-5. Final scoring for the Cardinals, 16 for Maddie Stockdill, 15 for Clara Taglin. Emma Flathers had 3. And that was it, other than Alexa Schwartz's 2. So Keller and Halverson kept out of the scorebook as those two seniors. Keller going to go play soccer at the University of Iowa. Hadn't been out for basketball the last couple of years, and good luck to her in her future endeavor, as well as the other seniors for Treynor. 4, Dike-New Hartford. Hoffman 6, Kowali 3, Gonzalez 10, Knock 14, Peterson 11. And that is how this ends. Dike-New Hartford 44. Treynor 36. We'll be back just before noon for the tip-off between Grundy Center and West Branch, the final game of 2A, and then 1A. Laura Leonard and I will be back with Springville and Algona Bishop Garrigan. For all of us here at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we say thank you so very much for watching. A reminder, Casey's at the heart of many Iowa communities. They've been cheering on their fans, their local teams all year round. And don't forget about those rewards programs, letting you redeem Casey's points for cash, fuel discounts, and donations to local schools. So, on behalf of the 2021 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, Dike, your winner, New Hartford, and Dike are celebrating as they advance. Good night.